Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wet Shaving with Angelo. I'm Angelo, and today's going to be a good day and a good shave. And today is the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States. So I'm hoping everyone out there is practicing social distancing. Sorry, I hope everyone's practicing social distancing still. I hope everyone's wearing their masks as usual, and we will get through this together one day at a time. The science is already coming up with several different vaccines that could help us fight this COVID-19 virus, but we have to be safe. So please, if you can help it, stay home. And if you have to go out for shopping, be courteous, practice social distancing, wear your mask. I'm just saying this for safety because my family lost we lost one member of our family to COVID-19, and two others were infected, but they got over it. So we're just trying to play it very cautiously. Anyways, back to the shave. For today's shave, I got some exciting items. One of my standbys I'm going to use for today's shave is the Simpsons the Simpsons Trafalgar T3 Synthetic. This is definitely one of my go-to brushes and very reasonably priced at depending where you buy it, around $24-$25. The shave soap I'm going to be using, this is the third time I've used this in my life, Extro Cosmesi Pirata. And I have quite a few Extra Cosmesi shave soaps, and I love all of them. This one is the best in my opinion. The scent on this is, from my research, Sicilian lemon, rosemary, bergamot, fern, jasmine, cinnamon, basil, sandalwood, cedarwood, patchouli, and amber. And on West Coast Shaving, for a 5.2 ounce jar of this stuff, it'll cost you $20.18 on West Coast Shaving. If you're concerned about vegan soaps, this is definitely a vegan based shave soap with ingredients such as royal jelly extract, paprika extract, and calendula oil, as well as shea butter and cocoa. With all those ingredients put together, it makes a fantastic lather. So that's the soap I'll be using. Aftershave of choice. Going vintage. No, this is not an Avon decanter. This is vintage skin bracer from 1973 approximately. And during the years of 1972 to 1973, Skin Bracer made these hand decanters to coincide with their commercials, which were basically a slap to the face, and the character in the commercial would say, "Thanks, I needed that." And before I go any further, I want to thank John Beeman from the Shave Den Forum for gifting this to me. I told him I showed off that I had the right hand of the decanter and he had a spare left hand, and we talked for a while, and he was more than willing to give me his spare left hand decanter of Skin Bracer. And I don't have the scent notes on Skin Bracer, but it's definitely got a menthol to it. It's not super heavy duty on the menthol, but it's really nice and refreshing aftershave to splash on to refresh your skin, refresh your day. So that's it. The aftershave I'm using. Blade of choice is Tiger Superior Stainless Steel. And razor of choice, I've been meaning to do this sooner. I'm going to be using the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements El Fantasma. The El Fantasma from PAA costs $27. It's made of ABS plastic. It glows in the dark. I'm not going to show off its glow in the dark feature, but it does glow in the dark, this one. And this is based off a 1930s German-made Fasan double slant razor. And it is an open comb. I don't know if you can see it, but it is open comb. And if you can see, the slant is very extreme. So that's why I opted to use a Tiger stainless steel blade, because it's a little bit more mild than their platinum blades. It's 3.25 inches long and weighs 16 grams, or just over half an ounce. So I'm going to wet the face, lather up with the Extra Cosmesi Pirata, and start shaving with first pass with the grain. How's everyone holding up right now? Doing good? Doing all right? Let me know in the comments. Having good shaves? Let me know in the comments. Got the face nice and wet. Now I'm going to get my brush nice and wet. And I'm really enjoying... Lately, I've been enjoying my shaves with the various Extro Cosmesi shave soaps. They're advertised as a cream, but I would call them more along the lines of a crope. And I do lather them in the jar, and when I'm done using them, I let them air dry for quite a few hours. But but of all my Extro Cosmesi shave soaps, Pirata is my favorite. It's just got a bright, enjoyable scent to it. It's hard to describe. I'm not exactly the best at describing fragrances, but this is just a bright, enjoyable scent. And it does have, and the lather, if you can see, is a light pink lather. But I've heard some people complain it stains their brushes. I've never had that problem. So I may be lucky, or maybe they improved the formula, or maybe whatever. But this brush I've used previously with the Extro Cosmesi Pirata, no problems. And look at that creamy lather. And that's just with using it that's just loading it for a few seconds. Whoop, getting lather everywhere again. What's new? And I thought I'd let you know, a week from today is my birthday. And I'm planning on, depending on when I get certain items in my den, of doing a birthday shave, whether it's on the birthday shave. I'm planning either on doing a shave video next Wednesday on my birthday if all the items I'm waiting on come in the mail, or if one item is delayed, then a belated birthday shave. And I will let you know. I have one of the two items I bought for myself as a birthday present from me to me. One of them was, I bought two items. One came in the mail already, one's on its way. The thing that came in the mail was an Acqua di Parma aftershave lotion that I scored at a real good bargain of $40. And the other item I'm waiting on is the Acqua di Parma shave cream in the jar, which I bought off of eBay from a reputable seller in the UK for $32.50. Both items with free shipping. And I've been wanting to try that brand for a long time. But it's always been if any of you know about Acqua di Parma shave cream, or even their products, they're just very pricey usually. I must have bought them I must have hit a lucky strike with those items when they were being sold. So it does help the research or look around to see if you can get a good price, even if it's overseas in Europe or the UK. Time to do the first pass with the PAA El Fantasma with the grain. And even though this is a very lightweight razor, I'm exerting very minimal pressure because this is an extremely slanted razor. And it's just mowing through the stubble like nothing. Which is what a slant razor should do. It should mow through your stubble. And just rubbing with the grain, I feel next to nothing there. This is an excellent budget razor that really, if you're looking for a slant razor that's budget friendly but gets the job done. I would recommend the El Fantasma, and not just because it has the glow in the dark gimmick. And not just because I'm a PAA fanboy, but because it really does an excellent job knocking down stubble. I mean, it slices through the stubble basically like a guillotine, which is what a good slant razor should do. It should slice through your stubble like a guillotine because the blade's torqued in a way that makes it cut at an angle. Again, I want to thank John Beeman for his generosity of giving me the left-hand decanter of Skin Bracer. As it matches my right-hand decanter. That was a good first pass. Going to relather for the second pass across the grain. Just making sure things. Yep. And this is the first plastic razor Douglas Smythe has made that's not Bakelite. It's ABS plastic, which makes it more durable, more scratch resistant, as well as he can produce it in a wider variety of colors. Whereas the original model, he based his razor off the Fasan razor, or the Fasan double opening comb. Sorry, the Fasan double slant, which is what the El Fantasma is based off of. The Fasan double slant was made of Bakelite originally. But finding an original Fasan razor, if you even find one on eBay, you should really expect to pay top dollar for it. Even if it's in rough condition, because I've heard from others say they sell anywhere from $80 to $100 or more if you hit a bidding auction that's like hot at the moment or whatever, you know. Like Fasans seem to go for a lot of money but then again, how many Fasans are left compared to how many Gillettes are left in the world? So you have to think about that, I guess. But still, it's just son of a gun that some of these old razors are selling for like an arm and a leg. But again, it's like demand versus availability, or supply versus demand. And even though Gillette Fat Boys are not rare, they sell for top dollar because the demand is always there. Although I wouldn't recommend buying a Fat Boy by itself for more than $50 or $60. I know some people will bid on it like crazy amounts, thinking it's rare when really it's a very common razor. Heck, you might even be able to find it at a thrift store or antique shop for a budget price compared to what it sells for on eBay. Okay, we got laddered up with a second pass across the grain. Just getting a little ladder out of my nose. But this shave cream smells and performs phenomenally. And the residual slickness is extremely well made. Or let's phrase that. The residual slickness It's definitely there if you want to do a little buffing. You get plenty of residual slickness with this shave cream. Any of the Extro Cosmesi shave creams give you tons of residual slickness. Plenty of thick, dense lather when you load it. And they're just I love all my Extro Cosmesi shave creams. If I had to list my top three, Pirata would probably be the number one. Tabaka would be number two, and Egyptian Nude would be number three. Then again, I am rather biased I'm somewhat biased towards the Italian-made shave soaps. Just something about, maybe because I'm part Italian on my father's side, but just something about those Italian shave soaps, whether it's the budget-friendly ones like Cella and Parasa, or the more higher-end ones like Saponificio Veracino, Abati La Mantia, or even the middle-of-the-road ones like this one, Extra Cosmesi. They're just all excellent. To me, all these Italian shave soaps I've tried have never disappointed me. I've never been disappointed with an Italian shave soap, to my knowledge. Especially in the performance area. I see I nicked myself on my chin area a tiny bit. I'm going to use my sticky, before I ladder up for the third and final pass, I'm going to use my sticky pencil just to stop the bleeding a little bit. Just to staunch that bloodletting. So and that's mainly because I was talking while I was shaving. Again, this is an excellent razor, but I would not pair it with. I would definitely not pair the El Fantasma with a super sharp blade like a feather, unless your beard and skin is willing to endure such a harsh shave. Like, I would not recommend a feather or even a Kai blade in the El Fantasma. Something like either mild or middle of the road would be better suited. Okay, got the face nice and wet for the third pass against the grain. And getting the brush nice and wet for a better lather. And just, yeah, still some stubble left. But then again, I have very thick, coarse facial hair, as you may have seen. Just a beautiful shave cream. I call it a shave crope, because it's like a crossbreed between a soap and a cream. Even though they call it a cream, it's more like a crope. And with Extro Cosmesi shave creams, even since I lathered them in a jar, I let them air dry for a few hours. And they turn out just fine. Like Douglas Mike says, sometimes, with certain shave soaps or creams, it's a good idea for Douglas Mike, he likes to air dry all his soaps he tries out, from what I've seen in his videos. But it is a good idea to let certain shave soaps or cropes air dry after use for a few hours, because they'll get harder, they'll last longer, and the moisture and the water will dry up in them or out of them. Like, the water will evaporate over time as you're letting it air dry, preserving the essence and quality of the soap. In my personal opinion. But yeah, it does produce as I don't know if you can really see it, but it does produce a light pink lather. And I've heard some people complain about the Pirata shave cream, saying it stained their brush or something. I've never had stains with on my brush or anything with the Pirata, but then again, I always make sure I wipe down as best as I can and clean up as best as I can. And another good thing about the ABS plastic used for this razor is that it's heat resistant. Meaning you could have run it on continuously under hot water, and the heat won't and the razor won't get so super hot. Like with metal razors, sometimes I have to switch between the hot water and the cold water, because if I use hot water too long on a metal razor, it'll heat up bad, a whole bunch and burn me, or I feel burning from it. But with this ABS plastic, I can use the hot water all I want and not worry about the razor burning my skin. Just from mere touching. Because it's heat resistant. Just an excellent shave overall. Just a really excellent shave. With the exception of one tiny nick on my chin that I got earlier, today was an excellent shave. I will say that. It was an excellent shave. So I'm going to staunch the nick a little bit with the styptic pencil. Dry the pencil off a little bit. Now I'm going to rinse off the face and apply the vintage skin bracer aftershave. Dry it off. And get off the excess shave cream off my face. Oh, man. Good shave today. Really good shave. Now I gotta give a hand to my friend John Beeman for the vintage skin bracer aftershave. Give it a little shaker. You know, mix up all the nice ingredients they put in there from 1973. Oh, this is gonna be good. Nice menthol kick right away with a little hints of lavender. or some floral scent to it. Like it's kind of like a lighter version of Brute, if you ask me. Or I've read it somewhere. Someone described Skin Bracer as a lighter version of Brute or Brute Light. Not it's definitely a green scent, but it's not so in your face as Brute. There we go. Well, everybody, have a good day. Have a good shave. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Goodbye.